All right, everyone, we're back with more league bets for week 3. All right, welcome back, everybody. I apologize for not having a whole lot of content this week. As you can tell, I'm a little congested still. I got COVID this week. If you missed the announcement on my Discord, I apologize, but I'm back-ish right now, and I couldn't let COVID stop me from bringing my league bets for week 3. That being said, we had a little bit of a rough week, as you can see on the screen here. Not too bad. I did have some wins, but one of the ones that I said was a guarantee lost by 300 points, which is where half my coins went there. The other guarantee that I said was going to win did win, but that's not the one I bet on. And unfortunately, I think a lot of you also followed me on that, so I apologize. That being said, we've got some good ones this week as well. I've been a little more conservative on how many bets I'm doing. I wanted to keep it a little bit more concise. I think I went a little too crazy last week and bet on too many things, and that kind of spread me out a little thin. This one's a little bit more concise. That being said, I think that there's a little bit more value this week too. So let's go ahead and jump in and see what the bets are. Most of them are going to be in the later realms. In fact, I don't think I bet on anything in Realm of Horus. There's just too much fluctuation or uncertainty on a lot of these different matches. JST versus C9N, that should be a really good match. TR versus DKV1, a little bit of a sneaky match here. Both lost to 1v, but at the same time, they both beat Opa V. TR did do a better job of beating Opa V. I think they likely will win, but there's a shot. And that's a 10-1 type of thing. 412 versus 88XO. 88XO surprising, beating 449G here, but so did 412A. So I think all of these are pretty much well bet, but for the most part, there is an option to bet on some of these. I just think that there's so much uncertainty between the two different matches and things like that. I think that ultimately I'm going to skip Realm of Horus. Now, Realm of Anubis has a couple that I do like. In fact, the one that I think is going to be the upset, or at least I think what people will see as the upset, 60MX versus WIB. I think WIB's one of the more popular alliances in the Realm of Anubis to win the whole thing. They're one of the more powerful alliances in it, and one of the more well-known ones, but I think that 60MX does have what it takes to beat WIB, and in fact, I think when I have some coins left over at the end, I'm going to put them on 60MX. They are a little bit of a favorite, but it's basically a 1-to-1. Whatever you put in, you'll get out, plus whatever you put in. So I think that will be my safe place to put my, well, risky safe place, if you want to think about it. I mean, the safest place, obviously, 60GT, places like that, but you're not going to get anything back for your coins. This is one of the safer ones that's actually going to give you some coins back, in my opinion. Again, WIB's a great alliance. They got great players, but I think that 60MX is a better ARC team than WIB is. WIB is definitely one of the best KVK teams out there, part of the biggest kingdom in the game. So ING versus 44KO, another one that I was kind of curious to see bet so heavily against ING. I don't know if maybe there's something that is out there that I don't know, but ING to me has every shot to win here, and it's almost a 2-to-1 in favor of 44KO. So I'm going to put some coins on here, and in fact, I'll probably put, let's go ahead and put 200 coins on ING, unless, again, like somebody said they're giving up or something. I don't know. I haven't heard that. They did lose both against 60GT and TO93, but so did 44KO. And ING looks like they played both of those teams maybe a little bit better than 44KO did. So I'm kind of thinking that these guys might take the win. ING, maybe your sneaky, like if you want to put all your coins on ING, you'll get 2-to-1. So you'll have 3 times your coins total if you put all your coins on them, but I'm not going to risk too much this week. Again, I'm going to put some coins on 60MX once we're done with the betting. And this 60GT versus TO93, I fully expect 60GT to win. However, the odds are just so good. It's like 80 or 90-1. So I'm going to put like, let's see. I'm going to put like 100 just because. That's it. That's the only reason why. Is because of the 100-to-1 basically ratio that you're going to be getting back. So I'm going to put some coins on that too. And again, apologize for my voice, guys. I'm still going through COVID. Uh, it's a nightmare. Realm of Bastet. All right, so these are some more that were relatively good. I mean, again, if you want sure things, Raise is a sure thing. I think QZQ is probably a sure thing as well. RD2K, another sure thing. 94VN, this is probably a sure thing. But again, you're not getting anything back for your coins when you're betting. So DQ39 versus EE, this was another one that kind of shocked me a bit. DQ39 winning both of their matches, EE winning both of their matches. But again, it looks like EE did a lot better against the same two opponents than did DQ39. So I'm really shocked at this ratio here. Again, it's the 3-to-1 in favor of DQ39, which is really weird. I think there's some coins to be had here, and I'm going to put 300 coins on EE to become the winner of this match. 82M versus 01HK. Again, this is another one where 82M lost one of their matches against 95DG. 01HK beat 95DG, but as you can see, it was less than 1,000 points on the victory, and 95DG only beat 82M by 3,000 points. So I think there's a value bet here to be made as well, considering you're looking at almost 20-to-1 on the actual betting ratio. So I mean, if you let's just put 150 coins on 82M, you're looking at getting 3,000 coins back. So I think that's worth the 150 coins there. XB70 versus SG30. This is another one that could go either way. They both won both of their matches, so they're both going to be moving to the next round. And again, I think that when we're looking at this, right? So they both beat HMB. They both beat KO43, but XB70 looks like they beat their opponents a little bit better than did SG30. So again, I know that the power ratio here is heavily in favor of SG30, but to me, again, I think XB70 has shown to be the better team against the same opponents week over week. So, I mean, I think, again, this is another one where you could put all your coins possibly on XB70 and triple your coins up. So something to think about. Just because the ratio isn't so good, I'm not going to bet like a small bet here. I think that, again, this is probably more of a toss-up 50-50. So it's not one of my, put your coins on here. It's going to be a guaranteed win. But I think that XB70 has a very good chance to win against SG30. Obviously, SG30 solid team beating everybody, just like XB70 has. So I think XB70 could be your kind of sneaky, again, triple your coins up, put everything on there. Something to think about. All right, Realm of Sobek. So NCA exclamation point was my guaranteed win last week, and they came through, but again, I didn't put all my coins on them. I put them on the other team. However, they're playing BBC this week, and BBC is, again, probably the only team in Sobek that's going to be able to go up against DR34, in my opinion. I think it's going to be either DR34 or BBC to win this realm. But again, look at the ratio. You got 21 million on NCA. There's 251 million. So that's over 10-to-1 odds. You could do some betting on there, and I think that there's a value bet there to be had. NCA has won both of their matches, as has BBC. So I think that maybe 100 coins on here would go a long way. We can go ahead and put 100 coins on NCA and see if they can pull out the victory. I fully expect BBC to win here, but there's a value bet to be made. K4M versus 37IA. Again, same thing here. 37IA heavily favored, about 8-to-1. You got K4M losing their last week match by 7,000 points, but beating 42RE pretty handily. I don't think I'm going to bet on this one, but I did want to highlight that this is also a value play if you wanted to. I think that with 29TO basically breaking even with 37IA and 27TO beating K4M by 7K, that's basically showing that it could have gone either way for 37IA at the very end of the 2 weeks ago. So I think that I'm going to avoid this one, but that's another one that you could put some bets on. It's a good value. You also have S92 versus 302A. This is a 10-1 play as well. 302A lost both of their matches, as did S92. However, again, looking at these numbers, right, it looks like S92 did a little bit better than did 302, especially last week. S92 lost by 10,000 points to 244. 302 lost by 3,000 points 2 weeks ago, though. So something to think about. That's another play that could be in your favor. I think, again, this is probably a 50-50 toss-up in my opinion. Maybe a little bit of a favor to 302A, but not a 10-1 favorite, which is why I wanted to highlight it. I want to save my coins off of that one as well. So we have 3,100 points left. We've bet pretty heavily on 4 here, and we've got 3 other ones that we kind of highlighted. This was the true value bet of give me 3,000 coins or 10,000 coins or something for 100 points. But we don't expect to see those 100 coins back. Again, I think 60MX versus WIB is probably going to be the bet that I'm going to put the majority of my coins on, because I'll basically double my coins. So if I want to be safe this week, I'll put my coins on 60MX. That would be in my opinion, on my thoughts behind the matches. If I wanted to be super safe this week, I would go 60MX. If I wanted to be a little more risky, I could go ING versus 44KO. That's a 2-1 trade in favor of, and again, I just don't see it. I don't see the discrepancy of 2-1 here. And then again, same thing. Well, no, that's my value bet. Realm of Bastet. This is another one. This is the 3-1. EE could easily win this thing, and this would quadruple your coins if you put them in there. And I don't know. DQ39 is a winner too. I mean, look at this. They just win too. I just think EE won better. I just think they won better. And then 82M versus 01HK. You know, I think that's I want to keep my coins away from there. I think XB70 would be the other one that I would really kind of say, okay, well, do we want to triple our coins up for the best odds that I could see across all 4 realms? Let's do this. I'm going to put 1,000. I want to put 1,000 on XB70. I want to put it all on XB70. I really do. I really believe in them. Surrender that booty. What is causing this ratio? What is causing the 2-1 ratio in favor of SG30? I just don't understand it. The numbers just look so heavily in favor. Is it just the power? It's got to be the power, right? It's just the power. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1,000 on 60MX. 1,000-ish on 60MX. And I'm going to go XB70. I just talked myself into being very risky. I'm going on XB70. Look at this. Boom. It's done. It's done. All right, guys. You don't have to follow this. I think so. Let me kind of calculate how this is going to play out for me. If I just went into the calculation, if I win on all the ones that I actually bet on here, so ING, I didn't put NCA beating BBC in there. I just don't think that that's going to happen, but it was a value bet. So if ING wins, if EE wins, if 82M wins, if 60MX wins, and if XB70 wins, that'll be 14,000 coins. So we will effectively have over tripled our coins. And I think that all these are fairly safe. I don't think that they're safe. Again, the BBC match and the 60 GT match, those are not safe. Those are 200 coins thrown away to possibly win 10,000 coins is kind of the idea, which is worth it, in my opinion, every single time. And I didn't bet on these two. I think they were just too close, and the odds were not worth the risk for any more coins. But I think that 60MX will beat WIB, so I should look to hopefully get back 1,000 coins there. If I don't win that one, I'll lose 500, which is, again, not the end of the world. But XB70 here, this could be a huge one here, almost 3-1 on the value bet for XB70, and I fully can see XB70 beating SG30. They're both two really good teams. SG30 and XB70 have won both of their matches in the playoffs, but it just looks to me like XB70 has won better. They've won better than SG30 has. So I think that XB70 could win, and they could win us a lot of coins. So I don't think you need to necessarily put the majority of your coins on XB70 unless you're feeling risky like me, but I would at least put something on them that could get you a good value bet back. So that would be my recommendation. These are the bets. I wish you luck this week. I wish myself luck as well. I hope you all are staying safe out there and healthy, and I will see you guys soon on the weekend and all that good stuff. Hope you're having a good day. Take care.